Um, all right, so let's give our projections on how well the game does, and we'll call it a wrap.
I
So,
mean,
You mean sales wise or quality wise?
I mean,
quality.
like,
Both.
are we talking about like just a good game, or are we talking about like,
I think
you
the
know,
game's gonna be great. I think it's
Well,
already been finished. The only reason it got pushed back is because they wanted to make as much money as possible and like make sure it was spec'd for like past gen consoles. So again, consoles ruined
at this
everything for
point,
everyone else.
it better be a contender for Game of the Year.
that's what I was
Or
talking
it's gonna
about. So,
be
do we
pushed
think it's
back.
gonna be game of
I
the
think
year
it's going to
quality?
be. I
I think
think
it's
it's
just
going
gonna
to
get Game of
be.
the Year no matter what.
It, I mean, so
I don't know because Anthem was pretty like hyped. Well, I mean, it wasn't hyped to this
well,
level, but and Anthem
it
definitely
it was
wasn't game of the year.
it definitely yeah. There was a whole mess with Anthem, and I'm not going to go into it because I looked into that a lot because I actually enjoyed the game, and it could have been so much better than what was given by BioWare. But at this point, with how many times they've pushed this game back, and it's been 7 years since the trailer, they better hope that you know it's going to be like Game of the Year quality.
I
Which
don't
is
think
also
there's.
gonna which
I
is
don't
also
think they
gonna be
really have to
strange.
hope though, because I feel like they already put the work in. So
Yeah,
like, and it's gonna be a game that's constantly updated from what they said. So
I
I
mean,
mean, and they're not, they're not 2K, so I believe them.
this
Whoa,
is true.
shots fired.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. A lot of games have been hyped, and hopefully this should be one of the good ones. Though. So, I
Yeah,
mean, you did Witcher 3, so you're in
yeah.
good hands.
I
But
think it's easily gonna be game of the year material.
now, is it going to be? I guess it would be considered Game of the Year this year, right?
Um,
It would get the award next year if it comes
yeah.
out there.
Okay, because I was gonna say it's always weird because some games come out later in the year and then they're like, "Oh, this is part of the Game of the Year." It's like, wait, but
Well, I
yeah,
think it's too late for this one though.
I guess yeah, I think so because I think the voting's already happened. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, depending on what games release next year, if I'd assume that Cyberpunk is going to be up there in contention.
Well, I think the biggest thing it's got going for it is like how unique of it is it. How unique it is as a game, like overall, like it's a FPS RPG with like the depth of like I don't know, like any RPG out there.
Hopefully, Sky.
Is there a
Hopefully,
third person
hopefully
option
Skyrim, Witcher.
for the game?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let me see. Coco, do you know if there's a third person option?
Not that I'm aware of.
I haven't seen anything from gameplay.
I feel like this game would look pretty good in third person.
I mean, I'm hopefully they've taken this extra time to fix any bugs that may be in the game, or else you're gonna
Well, yeah,
have
they had pushed it back once because of bugs that
yeah,
they were experiencing, but it was like I said before with the consoles, like the last gen consoles. But what they said before is that they had been working on it a lot, and most of the people that, well, not most of, all the people that I've seen that have played it, said that there definitely weren't any like game breaking bugs,
well,
and it's
Yeah.
not a game like, again, like a game made by 2K where they're just
yeah.
apparently have no game testers and drop the game with 8 million bugs.
I hope that's the case
Yeah.
because, or it's gonna turn into another Andromeda.
Wait, who's hung solo?
You
Yeah,
said
Hunk
it's
Solo says it's first person.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
Uh,
cool.
what I
so, and I just looked it up too. That's what it says. It looks like there'll be like a very little like third person aspects, like maybe when you're in a vehicle. But other than that, it's pretty much all
Maybe
first
there'll
person.
be third person stuff during cutscenes also every now and then, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen mostly cutscenes
which is
when
where
there's
I'll
third
probably
person.
spend the majority of My time is on the character creation
Character, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
in every video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always got hung up there for at least an hour.
Mine's several hours.
I already have a good idea of what I want to do, so I probably actually won't spend that much time on character creation.
Have they released
Just
anything like previews for character creation?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have?
I mean, there's
Mhm.
probably a lot you can do. So even if
Yeah.
they have previews, it's still gonna be like.
Oh yeah, because they talked about how like you can literally
You can look all
like
you
not
want,
just
but
like
just get your hands
everyone's
on
talking
it.
about the genitals, fingernail length, your teeth, all of that. Like
Yeah.
little augmentations, like visual augmentations. There's not
Flash
gonna be
TV,
anything
little
big.
anime boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, honestly. Like I have a good idea what I'm gonna do, but even then, like excuse me, Vath said, since we're not using our names, uh, yeah, that I'm probably still gonna have to take some time to figure out all this stuff just to see what's there.
Oh, yeah, all the different combos.
Yeah. Hung Solo also says that the devs wanted to be first person for immersion and no third person cutscenes. So,
That makes.
Oh, there's no third person cutscenes.
yeah.
I don't know, cause at the beginning of one of the, I believe the Nomad
gotta
story,
be,
there's a
because-
point where you're looking in the mirror, and you can see you see
Well,
yourself and
what's
all that.
What's the
But
point of customizing your character if you're never gonna see it?
I'm
I
gonna
mean, you
put
play
something
Dark
in.
Souls, don't you?
I'm gonna put something in Discord
I
real quick.
constantly sleep my character in Dark Souls. Bro.
No, I mean like, isn't there a thing where you can like customize yourself, like in like the face? I don't know if
Okay.
it's Demon Souls or one of those, but I'm not super familiar.
Demon Souls looks like it has a way more customization than the previous Dark Souls games.
Yeah.
Like those are basically just a general template. So,
Mhm.
I sent
Oh
something
yeah.
in, I sent something in chat on Discord.
yeah, I see
I
that.
didn't want to say it on stream. Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's easily game of the year. I mean, I just don't see any world
I
in
haven't
which it
looked at-
doesn't.
I mean, I haven't looked at what games are supposed to be coming out next year, but yeah, I mean, it'll definitely be. It should definitely be in the conversation.
Yeah.
When is its actual when did its actual release date get pushed to the 10th?
It's
the
December 10th.
10th, yeah.
Oh, okay. For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch
Is
your
that
horn
December
mouth.
10th, 2021 or?
Josh, you don't even play video games.
Whoa, who? Whoa, who?
No one cares about you.
uh, yeah. So, I mean,
Hate you.
is there anything else you guys want to cover?
Yeah, let's play some Civ.
Let's see what. Oh gosh. Let's see what games are supposed to be coming out.
Need My Revenge. Yeah, I don't know. Well, actually, I know some of the stuff that was like teased from like E3 or whatever, but
Yeah.
or I don't even know if it was E3, but whatever they did this year. I know some companies opted out of E3.
Yeah. I see another near game. There's a lot more to be announced than there is
Oh yeah.
confirmed. Yeah, there's quite a bit, but
I'm definitely looking forward to like all the side quests and everything though.
is that another God of War game?
Yeah,
that it
Yeah,
is,
they're
that's
coming out
right,
with
yeah.
Ragnarok.
the sequel.
So you're gonna have that. That'll probably be up there in contention if it's
I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna be enough hours in that game for it to be up there like that, honestly.
does.
I mean, the other one won Game of the Year though when it came out though, didn't it?
I'm not sure.
What did it go up against?
Like Breath of the Wild and shit like that.
Okay, yeah, then. Yeah, I'm not. If it beat Breath of the Wild, then I'm not.
I could just be drunk.
That's
and,
if you're into
Breath
that
of the Wild
though, like
definitely won.
personally.
Yeah, I mean,
but
it's
I'm-
really. I mean,
you say a Switch game, and that shit does not excite me
the game
whatsoever.
of the year. Yeah, the game of the year stuff. It's like I think I saw the.
Well, I'm looking at like projected hours of gameplay. Is there at least 200 in Cyberpunk? So I mean,
I-
It's an open world. It's open world, right?
yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, I mean, if
Yeah,
it's
I
made by the same
wouldn't
people, then
like.
it should be open world, and there's going to be a lot of stuff and replayability that you want
Yeah.
to be able to do. So
Oh yeah.
it's going to be different when you if you compare it against like a God of War game where
It's very linear.
it's story driven, linear, and
So
whatnot.
I'm not just saying
Yeah.
it because I'm like currently playing it and into it, but I think Valhalla could possibly be up for Game of the Year next year.
Maybe
I think it's I think it's the best Assassin's Creed in a
so
while.
like
I mean, I haven't really played Odyssey, so I can't really say too much, but
the game of the years this year
I'd
is
say I'm having
such a
fun playing
wide,
honestly, but
such a wide set of games. You have Animal Crossing: New Horizons, FF7 remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Doom Eternal, and The Last of Us Part 2. That is such a broad
Yeah,
set of games.
I've read a lot where Hades is like making a push for Game of the Year.
I mean, Hades
yeah,
is
it looks pretty good.
really popular later, and that's like games that come out later in the year where it's like more fresh on people's mind. Can
Yeah,
make-
yeah, that's
can
true.
Get a lot of those. So if Cyberpunk, who knows what's going to be released by the end of 2021 at this point. So
honestly, don't feel like it'll be close. Like
Yeah, I'm on the same
I feel
boat.
like Cyberpunk is gonna like dirt stomp because
I mean,
the amount of
again,
stuff put into the game, like soundtrack wise, all that stuff. Like
We
if you're
also
taking
have
all that into it, like they have their own soundtrack. On top of that, like they were super content maker friendly, where they have it to where there's a like a no copyright like playlist, so you
Yeah.
can listen to the music while playing.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. Like especially with all the DMCA shit going on, that's pretty big. And that's like good music too. It's not like,
Yeah,
your generic
well,
non-DMCA.
most big title games have
their
own
score
soundtrack.
alone is gonna be like I don't even know another game to compare to it, honestly, just
Final
because like
Fantasy, any Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, and
I mean,
no, it's past that though, honestly, because it's not just like the
are you saying
it's not
type of
video
music?
game music. It's music, like it's
Okay.
music you can just listen to like
Okay, so
whenever.
yeah, so they have like their own. Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. It's not just sound.
Yeah,
Yes,
because they have
music.
rappers like ASAP Rocky on it. Run the Jewels was the big like they were doing all types of stuff with Run the Jewels for just making songs based on the game and
With
not just that, but
with the Fallout games, I can't remember. It's been a while since I played. Did they have their own music, or did they
mm,
bring
let's see.
in?
I think those songs are just old songs. I
That's
think
what I was wondering.
very few of them were made just for the game.
yeah.
But they did have like their whole thing was their radio station though, so
Yeah, and then I don't know if you guys are looking at chat, but Hung Solo says that
8 hours
devs
of music.
well, yeah, 8 hours of music, which is pretty huge, but devs released a pick with
Jesus
175
Christ, yeah.
hours of played
That's
time.
nuts.
And that's just on the Nomad path, not even close to being
Yeah.
done. So, like, dude, there's just so much content, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really easy to say it's going to be the winner, and it probably will be. But again, it's 2020, and I don't even know what really is going to be released or what's going to be pushed back in the year.
well, I mean,
2021.
they've put so much.
Like Hades came out of nowhere, and it's in the time. I think it came out of nowhere, as far as I know. I mean, I didn't pay any attention. And
The
Yeah.
thing for me is
In
just the fact that
contention.
they actually took their time though. Like there's
Yeah,
so many
and
studios who don't do that. Like
Yeah.
they'll just push a game out. Like I said, I play 2K every year. They love just shoving games out without like
Yeah, that's the
making sure
games as
everything's
a
okay.
service. Games as
Like
a service where they'll update it and fix the issues as they
Yeah.
release them. That's why like
They're not like even
I've played the
Dice
past 2
did
BioWare
Battlefront 2.
games. Oh, Dice and
Dice
EA.
and EA. They did pretty well, like bouncing back. But
Yeah,
again, like they
Battlefield
still
4.
came
I
out
bought
and like it
I
was
bought
rough.
Battlefront 2. I bought Battlefront 2 last week or this week, whatever. And that game's actually really, really fun to
Yeah,
play now.
I actually did enjoy it. Like
After
after,
how long did it take them to fix that though?
I
it
mean,
wasn't.
at least a year or two, I
I
feel
don't
like.
think it was
Issue.
even that, was it? Because they actually like. I think it was like the next update or something, but it took people time to like come around to it
Yeah,
because people definitely weren't about to just go straight
especially,
back into it.
especially after the first game where it was
Yeah,
just loot box fiasco over and over.
yeah.
Yeah, but so let's swap. Okay, so who do you think's gonna win Game of the Year this year? Out of those 6 titles,
What were the titles
For
again?
the contenders?
you have Animal Crossing,
No, that one's not gonna
No,
win.
definitely
Final
not.
Fantasy VII,
Uh,
Ghost of
I never played
Tsushima,
that. Ooh.
Hades, Doom Eternal.
I haven't even finished Ghost of Tsushima, and I definitely think it should be up there.
Doom Eternal and The Last of Us Part 2.
definitely
It
not the left.
should.
Definitely not
It
The
should
Last of Us.
be.
I see,
People are
I think there
the
was too
people
much.
disliking that game was literally just it's just nonsense to me because gameplay wise it was amazing. Like it it expanded on The Last of Us. Like that's what like how much more could you ask for from a game studio where they they had something good and then improved on it. Like
Yeah.
I
So
think
I
before we
people's
think
move on,
issues with it were political for the most part.
I think
Yeah.
Nebraska also liked it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so. Here, let's see. I think most of us played Animal Crossing.
The
Well,
thing about Animal Crossing is like it didn't include. It's not anything new. It's the same thing. You're just on an island, and I
Yeah, I
mean
think
like
we can pretty easily rule that one out. I mean, I don't. There's no
I mean,
way.
it's the fact that everyone played it
It was
because
a
it was at the
popular game,
beginning
yeah.
of.
I mean,
at the
yeah, but it
beginning
was
of-
also during Corona, and
That doesn't
exactly.
matter.
you didn't have anything else to do.
That's
I mean,
why.
still, that's a reason why it would be up there to me, even though I didn't play it. My girlfriend played it a bunch, but
Yeah, so
I
did
didn't
so did
play
my
it.
wife. But I
I
mean,
didn't play it near as much as a lot of people did, and I mean, it was nice, but I get distracted with other games.
that game came out at the perfect time, though. Like
It
for,
really did.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, it dropped perfectly, dude.
That's why it's probably up there.
Yeah.
So I know a few of us played that.
I played. I think I'm the only one in here that played Doom.
Yeah,
No.
I had not played Doom.
Oh, Travis, you played it?
I had
Yeah.
no interest in Doom, honestly.
Doom. I think Doom has a pretty solid chance. I think
Let's
Doom was
see.
incredible.
Nebraska, did you play Final Fantasy?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay, so there's
Mhm.
2 of us that played that one. Most of us have played. I think everyone but Blark has played Ghost.
Yeah.
I have Hades. I have not played it yet, so
I have it
don't
also.
know. I just from images and clips that I've seen, it looks really good. It's got to be good if it's coming this when it released when a few months ago, a few weeks ago.
What was it? What was it? Hades?
It's,
I have no idea. It's like I just woke up one day and
wait,
everybody was playing
what?
it.
Yeah, I literally
Wait,
didn't
Yeah.
know anything, but I saw VAF post about it one day, and I was like, oh,
hang
okay, that's the
on
game.
here. Wait a minute.
I remember
Is
seeing.
this another one of them that has released and then suddenly people caught on to it and it just rocketed up in popularity?
Probably.
Okay, hang on now. So Google's lying to me.
Wait, what is it?
Oh, okay. So it had an early access release of 2018 and actually released in 2020.
Yeah, like Hung Solo was saying, they also like completely took out certain things that they felt like weren't gonna either like weren't good for the game or wasn't received well. The Mantis Blade, I think they took out the wall climbing. I'm pretty sure. Which was, I mean, I was kind of salty about that. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely wanted to crawl around like a fucking spider and jump down on people and assassinate them. But
Yeah. So yeah, Hades was released in September. So Doom Eternal, 2 of y'all played, and I think 2 of y'all played Last of Us. So
I,
I think Doom was
I feel
really
like the
really fun.
story was so good for The Last of Us to the point where, like, emotionally, it actually got a reaction out of me.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna replay the game after I got done, and I still haven't touched it yet. Like, I literally started a new playthrough, like a plus playthrough, and couldn't even do it because I knew I would have to play through certain parts again. It was just gonna rip a hole in my heart again.
I don't know about you, but at the ending, I kind of felt I'm like, I just want this fighting to stop. Let's just stop it.
I
You
think
too?
that was the I think that was the point. Honestly, I thought it
Yeah.
was like they got that, but also like I think
Like
both
you both
sides of
have
it.
gone too far. Stop
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say I think it's like I think they did a perfect job with that because there's people like you and I like where you're like this needs to stop, and I'm just like fucking end it, dude. Like just send it. Like
Well, see, that's the thing is like
that's amazing. Like I don't get that out of video games often. Like
all I saw online was like, and this is just what I read. Like, this isn't my
it
opinion.
literally, I've
the
just seen
political stuff.
most of it was
Well,
Yeah.
no, not even, not even.
That's
It's
all
just
I
like
saw.
a bunch
it's
of
just like
negative.
apparently they just ruined, like they just did things that didn't make sense according to
A
things that
lot
I
of
saw.
people.
Like a lot of the things they did with characters apparently just did not make any sense.
Yeah, I hate when I'm watching or reading a Batman comic and he doesn't just murder the villain every time. Like, why keep going with this cycle? Like,
I don't know.
just do it how I want it to be done.
I haven't played
That's
either.
exactly what people do, though. They straight up like they get mad that developers or whoever's writing the story that they first like came to love that they don't do it exactly how they imagined it.
Was it the
Like
same
they get
writers?
upset about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'd have to go back and look. I don't know. I didn't play either of the games, so I really have
Well,
no
that was
say.
just what I said. Like that's not my.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, no, no, no.
I
I'm
saw the
saying,
same thing, Jack.
no, I'm saying how what people are saying though. Like a lot of people feel that way. Like they'll just straight up, absolutely shit on a game
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
a story or a movie just because it wasn't what they wanted or
Yeah.
what they
Yeah.
imagined.
That's why this
That's literally why people don't like watching movies that are based on books because like the picture in your head that the author like gave to you, like how you imagined it, you see it on screen, you're like, this is not what I imagined it to be. This isn't how it was supposed to
The, o-
go,
they
and people
announced
get
it
the,
before
the only
tilted.
time the only time I get
That's
tilted and
why.
take issue with book adaptations and movies is like perfect example is Stephen King. Like he will just let somebody take their pants down and just shit all over his work. And it's
Stephen King,
frustrating to me. Yeah, like
like what in particular?
okay, so my biggest pet peeve of all time, and like, you know, people are gonna disagree with me because it's like a cult classic movie or whatever, but like, The Shining is it's just garbage. Like,
I still haven't seen it.
so this movie's 40 years old at this point, so I can say this without worrying about spoilers.
I haven't seen it.
So like,
I literally
the
just said I hadn't seen it. He's about to spoil it.
I haven't seen it either.
it's
What
been out
the
for
hell?
it's been out for 40 years.
So
It's
what,
been
dude?
out
I'm
for
not
40
You have
40 years
no
old.
empathy.
All right, never mind. I
I'm
won't.
27, dude. Holy shit.
Anyways,
Basically, there are things. Basically, there are things in the movie that are just completely rushed. Like so so obviously everybody already knows the gist of it. Like you've seen the here's Johnny. Like he's crazy. He's trying to kill his family or whatever. And like in the book, it's like a slow burn decay of his mental status. Like he's
Like-
kind of off when they get there. Like he's got an alcohol problem,
well, they got to fit it all into.
and then well, that's the
however many
thing.
Hours.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I understand that you can't fit everything in there, but like in the movie, it's literally like, hey, we move into this hotel, and then 20 minutes later, he's insane and trying to kill everybody. Like there's no transition. It's just like he goes from normal to insanity in 20 seconds.
I think a better choice would have been the Aragon movie.
I've never
The
read that
Aragon
book.
movie?
Yeah. No, yeah. With the dragon, people are so fucking tilted about that movie.
See,
I remember
I
that.
actually kind of like the movie.
What?
But what I'm saying,
Look,
I
I
like
read the
the-
books. I watched the
I like
movie.
the Warcraft movie.
I like the
Like-
Warcraft movie too.
and like
Okay, I'm
uh,
done.
What was wrong with the
I-
Warcraft movie?
I'm done with this.
I'm not. No, you have to think about it though. I'm not like into the
Okay,
World of
look here.
Warcraft lore. Like I played it a little, but from a newcomer standpoint, I like the movie.
exactly.
But
So
like I'm saying, people who know about it are gonna be upset about it because it wasn't like
I mean,
they didn't do it how the other people thought they should have.
but
So-
okay, so
How it
like
goes.
John,
another.
shush. So, my dad and I went and saw that movie. He liked it. I walked away and I was like, "Holy crap! They cut out a
Yeah.
whole big chunk of it in the middle of like, all of a sudden his teacher's dying." I'm like, "You just skipped an entire city of stuff that happened and whatnot." And then yes, with the Warcraft movie, if you know a lot of the lore going into it, you already know what's going to happen. Calm down there.
Connor was talking about how I won't let people invite anybody into the Discord, and I said because there's a certain extent where I want it, like I want certain channels to be just for my friends.
You know, the more
Like, I
I
don't-
think about these 6 games, the more I think it's probably a toss-up.
Honestly,
I think it's actually more of a
I think-
toss-up.
I think it'll go to Ghost of Tsushima.
Final Fantasy VII.
I mean, I think Ghost. I haven't played any of these games, but I would probably say Ghost of Tsushima based on
What'd
like
you call it?
What's Ghost of Tsushima?
whatever
I
it's
don't
called.
care what anybody says, dude. The Last of Us Part 2 should win Game of the Year.
Maybe it will. I mean,
To me, it has everything like you would want in a video game. People are just butthurt that the story didn't turn out that well or the way they wanted to and stuff like that. I think that's ridiculous. Shouldn't be what it's about.
I wonder if they should wait. You know how funny it would be though, is if FF7 remake wins, and then when the other games release of FF7 remake part whatevers, if they win, you know, technically it's not finished, but interesting nominee.
So what did we decide that the nominees next year would be?
Wait, what?
I
For
guess
what?
if
No, what do you mean?
if Tsushima like he said did it not get like that great of reviews, but fans loved it. But critics seem split. Eric said that.
well, I mean, who in the end gets this? Like, is it like fans vote on it,
I
or
think it's fan votes because you can go and vote, right?
I
What do you
think
think?
they might be taken into account.
I think it's probably a mix.
Yeah, I think it's a mix.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so difficult. I ain't played Hades. I think Hades is probably the long shot to win.
I don't know. I kind of want to try it out, but I don't want to start. I have a bad habit of starting like 4 games at once.
I have a bad habit of convincing other people to buy games to play them with you, and then you leave them dry, spending $20 for
would-
nothing.
I wouldn't be
Travis,
surprised.
I did that one time with Lego Star Wars 4 years ago.
God.
Let it go.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Just kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised if The Last of Us was to win, but I feel like it would be such a split.
Eric said it's
The
the Game Awards
panelists.
has a panelist. Yeah, I don't know if you
Yeah.
can seen that.
I feel like The Last of Us would have such a split in votes. So, wow, this article actually has Ghost of Tsushima as being the best chance
The front runner.
and FF7 as the worst chance to win.
What?
I don't know. Don't ask me. This is just some article. Who knows?
I mean, it is a remake.
Putting Animal Crossing over
It
Final
is a
Fantasy
remake,
VII?
but they did add a ton to it, so it's not necessarily 100%.
Also,
just
it's more of a remake than a lot of other remakes. It's like, oh, HD textures.
True.
This is like from the ground up.
True. I mean, they made they made
Well, they had to make it from the ground up because the original looked like the Tomb Raider games.
yeah.
The original Tomb Raider games.
Hey everyone, and thank you for watching the first episode of the TriGalaxy TV podcast. This was our first episode and our first attempt at a podcast, so we apologize for the hiccups. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.